Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this Saturday edition of Thoroughbred Action here from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you from our clubhouse studios. Big day with 14 races, 8 stakes on the card. Pete Aiello calling the action, and Ron Nicoletti standing by with much, much more.
The main track fast, turf course is firm. The first race on the turf. These are claimers 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 11, the 12, and number 13, the off-time favorite, number 1, Whiskey Moment.
Racing at Gulfstream. All except for Bad Boy EJ, who missed the start 4 or 5 lengths. Whiskey Moment away quickly. 5-star Recruit has speed. Pure Luck is splitting horses. Out 4 wide. That Sweetest Boy as they really battle for early lead. Duke of Monroe comes away racing in 5th alongside Accountant Q, who's 2 better than Moochie Man. Then it's Cole Fear, 3 ahead of Curioso, who gets a green light to make ground already. And the trailer after the slow getaway, Bad Boy EJ. Around the first turn they go. Whiskey Moment with rail position and a neck on top. Pure Luck in the pressing position from second. 3 wide third is 5-star Recruit. Sweetest Boy is now 4th from Duke of Monroe and 5th. Outside 6th, Accountant Q. 7th inside is Moochie Man. Racing in 8th is Cole Fear. 5 clear of Curioso 9th. And Bad Boy EJ is last. The opening quarter was rock solid as they head 5 furlongs from home. Whiskey Moment on the inside, to the outside, and Pure Luck, their heads apart. 5-star Recruit is 3rd. Duke of Monroe looks to angle and make first run on the top horses. Racing ahead of Moochie Man on his outside, and Accountant Q. That's all for Sweetest Boy. Passed by Cole Fear. 2 back to Bad Boy EJ. Curioso's last, but they've had plenty of pace ahead of them as they round the far turn. 5-star Recruit is now up to challenge for the lead, right alongside Pure Luck from second. Duke of Monroe, 3rd and trying to tack on. Then it's Whiskey Moment and Accountant Q. Moochie Man looks for room next. Still many chances here as they wheel for home. It's 5-star Recruit, Pure Luck, Duke of Monroe over the top with Moochie Man, 1/8 of a mile from home. Here's the Duke of Monroe striding to a clear lead. Back to second is Pure Luck down the center, Bad Boy EJ, but Duke of Monroe makes it 2 in a row under Adamar Santos to win by 4. Bad Boy EJ was second, 3rd was 5-star Recruit, and then it was Pure Luck, 135, and
Number 2, Duke of Monroe, springs the upset in the opening pace, $21 even, owned by Krishna Padde and trained by Laura Cesares, ridden to victory today by Adama Santos. Race number 2 on the fast main track, going 1 mile. These are claimers 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 8-5 morning line favorite, number 4, Love Tree.
And they're off. Good start in the center for Dr. Harlan. Out wide, Mr. McFadden tightened up his night strings as Arts Table drives through at the fence. Chirping, who was off last of the group, is now rushing up on the far outside as Arts Table and Wesley Henry have gone to the front. Chirping's going to run with him. In fact, Chirping's going to put a neck on top, and these two open 3 on third running Mr. McFadden with Dr. Harlan for company on the outside. Night Strings is inside while second last, and dropping to trail is Nominal Dollars. The opening quarter was 24-3. There's 5 furlongs left to run. Arts Table working off the fence and in front to half a length. Chirping is in the flanking position in second, and Dr. Harlan, under strong restraint from Martinez, is now 3rd. 3 clear of Night Strings in 4th, then Mr. McFadden, and another 2 to Nominal Dollars. Strung out over 12 lengths with half a mile left to journey. The opening half mile was 47-3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Here's Chirping to take a crack at Arts Table up front. These two have gone aggressively, but they still have a sizable advantage over the third running Dr. Harlan. Night Strings is scrubbed on. He's 4th and not gaining any ground yet. Nominal Dollars is underway past Mr. McFadden with a 1/4 mile left to go. Whip out on Chirping, but he has the lead. Dr. Harlan going to try to reel him in after 3/4 and 112 flat. Arts Table is an all-in third as Chirping makes a break for home with 3/16 to go. It's Chirping on top by 2.5. Dr. Harlan set down driving second, down the center, and Nominal Dollars third, but Chirping is close to home with a big lead, and he'll win it. Chirping with no dangers late goes all the way under Fanny Olson to prove much the best. Dr. Harlan is second, Nominal Dollars is third, and Arts Table ran 4th.
The favorite, number 6, Chirping, wins it. Nice performance, owned by Drawing Away Stable, trained by Jorge Delgado, and ridden to victory today by Fanny Olson. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 3.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Welcome back. Our third race of the afternoon is a 6.5 furlong sprint. These are maidens, 3-year-olds, and upward jockey change on the 9 make the rider JJ Gonzalez.
And they're off. First timer, easy, big easy, away quickly. London Werewolf has speed, so does Flawless Moon on the far outside. Driving at the rail, Sun Shines Out with high approval into the top flight. Overwatch is next toward the rail. One Mission for Company on the outside, then Indy Rules and Noble King, and no speed from King Wade. Down the backstretch they go with rail position and a narrow lead. Sun Shines Out and Kevin Mendez by half a length. Easy, big easy, second. Flawless Moon third. Overwatch in tight while racing in fourth. Back to fifth. High approval. London Werewolf a 3 wide sixth and asked to giddy up. 2 better than 1 Mission. Then back to the outside and Noble King alongside Indy Rules. And the trailer is still King Wade. 23-1 for the opening quarter speed. Sun Shines Out tackled by Flawless Moon. High approval moves 3 wide. London Werewolf moves 4 wide. Overwatch is up to fifth alongside One Mission with a quarter of a mile left to go. 46-4 for a half mile. Flawless Moon has the lead. Sun Shines Out cuts the corner and tries to stay on down the center, and London Werewolf with high approval. 3/16 to go. Camacho and this debut son in Malibu Moon. Flawless Moon kicking clear with authority. One look will be all it takes for Flawless Moon to head to the winner's circle. He's wrapped up and posing for the picture. Flawless Moon dominates. High approval second, London Werewolf third, closer for fourth, Sun Shines Out, then Overwatch at 117-4.
Number 10, Flawless Moon, lived up to its name. This horse costs $300,000 and wins this $10,000 maiden, going away and pays $7.60 to win. Owned by Alex and Joanne Leblong, trained by David Fawkes, and ridden to victory today by Semi Camacho. The fourth race, 1 mile on the turf. It's the $75,000 guaranteed R. Dear Peggy's. 8 will go to the post. The off-time favorite, number 3, Onyx.
And they're off in the Our Dear Peggy Stakes to a level beginning. Cedar Hall quick into stride with Why Can't This Be Love toward the rail. Little Maria's on the far outside, and she's now third. Madame Bourbon is next as Grand Brandy works over to the rail to race about 3 lengths off the speed. Then it's the big favorite Onyx, who's between horses. Out wide on the course is Addie Lynn, and toward the rail Marama, separated by 7 lengths in the run around the first turn. Up front, Why Can't This Be Love and Marcos Meneses with rail position and a half a length advantage. Cedar Hall is there second. Little Maria's a 3 wide third. 3 clear of Madame Bourbon, who rallies from fourth. Down inside fifth goes Grand Brandy. Then Addie Lynn covering up Onyx, who he's between horses. And the trailer is Marama. Opening quarter strong, 22-3 as they roll past the 5 furlong point. The advantage to Why Can't This Be Love, 3 parts of a length. Cedar Hall is there second, 2.5 clear of Little Maria third. Madame Bourbon remains fourth. Fifth toward the rail is Grand Brandy, then it's Onyx. Out wide, Addie Lynn and Marama still at the back. We're inside half a mile from home in the 2019 Our Dear Peggy, putting up the numbers. Why Can't This Be Love in front, 3 parts of a length. Cedar Hall second. There goes Jaramillo and Onyx, who's on the far outside and charging hard already. Onyx now up to challenge for the lead. They move past the quarter-mile pole. Onyx has the lead. Madame Bourbon tries to run with her. Why Can't This Be Love has been outkicked. Then Cedar Hall, less than a quarter of a mile to go. It's the odds-on favorite Onyx, who will take some catching. She leads by 2.5. Madame Bourbon is second. She's not going away, but she's not making ground on a popular winner, Onyx. Onyx for Arundel Farm wins 3 in a row and wins the Our Dear Peggy by 3 in the end. Madame Bourbon second, Grand Brandy third, Marama's up for fourth, then Addie Lynn in 135-2.
Number 3, Onyx, proves much the best for owners Arundel, trained by Juan Alvarado and ridden to victory today by Emicial Jaramillo. That favorite paid $3 even. Race 5, 5.5 furlongs. These are maidens at fillies, 2-year-olds. Scratch the 1, Touch of Nirvana. Scratch the number 5, Miss Adventure.
And they're off. It was a level beginning. Soon after the start, Uncut went to the front from between horses. Bibiana moves to take second. Up on the outside, Norma's Love into the top flight. She's now third. Union Lane comes away in better shape today. Lands fourth with Panarea down toward the inside. Followed by Randy Abbey, who's a length and a half in front of Greater Plan. Then it's a gap of another 5 lengths to Tonalist Shape, racing third last. Second last is Bizmaker, and Miss Cheney is last of all as they round the far turn. Up front, the leader is Uncut, and Miguel Vasquez tackled outside by Bibiana, who bids to take over. Panarea in stride for Zayas, third and tacking on, 3 clear of Union Lane, fourth. Down at the inside, Tonalist Shape making stealth good ground for Montalvo through a 22 and 4 opening quarter speed. Off the turn in the stretch drive, it's Tyler G and Bibiana who turn first, now widening on a 2-length lead. There is a danger in the form of Tonalist Shape, who splits horses nicely for Montalvo and is gaining good ground. Final 16th of a mile, Tonalist Shape ducking to the inside of Bibiana. Tonalist Shape has got her. Tonalist Shape, that was a big run. 3/8 of a mile sustained charge for the daughter of Tonalist, and she gets up to spring it upset at 19-1.
Number 6, Tonalist Shape slips through on the inside and springs the upset, pays $41.40 to win. Owned by Savannah Racing Stables Corporation, trained by Juan Carlos Avila, and ridden to victory today by journeyman Carlos Montalvo. The 6th race, the Hollywood Beach, $75,000 guaranteed. They'll go 5 furlongs on the firm turf course. Scratch the number 3, Pricey Victory. Also scratch the number 10, Lindsay's Lucky Lady.
And they're off in the Hollywood Beach. Good start for Cajun Casanova from the fence. Song River away in the top flight. Man with a Plan up to challenge, and Royal Mistress lands third. Out of their 5th is Factorino. Back to the outside, it's Absolute Grit. The 2 at the back are Our Time and Venerate. Inside half a mile from home, Cajun Casanova with rail position and a half a length advantage. Man with a Plan is there second. Song River now moving 3 wide while third. Royal Mistress is next. Absolute Grit on the outside. Then back to Factorino. Second last, Our Time. Venerate tries to close ground from the back as Cajun Casanova continues to lead. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Cajun Casanova set down for the drive by Miguel Vasquez. Man with a Plan to the attack again second. Song River down the stand side with Factorino and Absolute Grit. Final 1/8 of a mile. Cajun Casanova is strong. Cajun Casanova, the son of Cajun Breeze, will go gate to wire in the Hollywood Beach. Man with a Plan is second. Song River is third. Close for fourth, either Factorino or an on-rushing Absolute Grit in 55 and 3.
Number 1, Cajun Casanova, breaks out of the gate and never looks back, and scores pays $7.40 for owners Shady Brook Farm Incorporated. Mike Yates, the trainer, ridden by Miguel Vasquez. The 7th race, 1 mile. It's the second running of the Wildcat Air. Scratch the number 2 horse in here, Garter and Tie.
And they're off in the Wildcat Air. It was a level beginning. Soon after the start, Soldali goes to put a neck on top. Ice-T is being ridden for the lead, and Jaramillo is intent on getting him to the top. Ice-T now clears off. Soldali away in second with well-defined at the inside. He'll take over third. It's a gap of 3 to an outside running Paradise Farms. Just kidding. Then Wildwood's Beauty working 6 ahead of Extraordinary Jerry. Mr. Jordan's at the back of the field with Wildwood's Beauty, strung out over a lot of ground. It's a strong pace. The opening quarter, 22 and 2. Rock solid tempo being put up by Ice-T. At the 5/8, he leads a half a length. Well-defined, secures the rail, and is now only a neck off the top. Soldali beat to the punch and racing in third. Wildwood's Beauty at the inside, now fourth. 2 back to 5th, running Just Kidding, a gap of 4. That's Tropic Lightning's Take Command on the outside of Extraordinary Jerry, and 2.5 to Mr. Jordan. Field separated by about 10 lengths in the run past the 3 furlong grounds. It's Ice-T on top by a neck, well-defined, keeping up well second. Toward the outside, it's Wildwood's Beauty in third. 3 back, Extraordinary Jerry scrubbed on by Zayas and gaining good ground. Here's the favorite, Extraordinary Jerry, sweeping into action on the far outside with a 1/4 mile left to go. Ice-T better look over his shoulder as Extraordinary Jerry is let go and on to the front. 3/16 to go. Extraordinary Jerry bids this field a pleasant Saturday good afternoon as he's in front by 4 by 5 and still moving away. It's a dominant performance in the Wildcat Air, and it comes from the Pletcher trainee, Extraordinary Jerry. Wrapped up and 6 on top. Wildwood's Beauty, the filly, fought hard to get second ahead of well-defined third. Then Ice-T and Take Command in 135 and 3.
Number 1, Extraordinary Jerry, certainly lived up to his name. He sat behind swift early fractions and just closed down the center of the track and paid $4.60 to win. Owned by Nice Guys Stables, trained by Todd Pletcher, and ridden to victory today by leading rider Edgar Zayas. Now we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 8, which is the 1 mile on the turf, the $75,000 guaranteed Armed Forces.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Zipper again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Welcome back. Our 8th race, the Armed Forces, $75,000 guaranteed, 1 mile on the turf. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
Racing in the Armed Forces Stakes. Very slow start for Angelus Warrior, and Jolting Joe was second last to get underway. Barrios and Graceful Kitten win the break and go looking for a clear advantage. Toward the inside, Indy Ride races from second, and from the top shelf, St. Benevolence moves all the way over to take third. It's a gap of 2 to Captain D, who's an early fourth. Outside of him, that's a Small Reason. Next at the inside, Rock the Park, who's tugging in off heels as Joltin' Joe slides up the inside, racing a length and a half in front of Angelus Warrior. Wide on that first turn was Mo's Had Enough. He's at the back of the group. Just ahead of him are Causalistic and Turn on the Magic. Into the backstretch they race after a 23-4 opening quarter. It's 9-5 favored Graceful Kitten on top by a length and a half. From the outside, St. Benevolence is there second, pocketed up third. That's Indy Ride. Back to fourth, and Captain D up on his outside, A Small Reason. Widest of all, Rock the Park. He's 5 wide under Santos, racing ahead of Jolting Joe. Turn on the Magic's on his outside. Angelus Warrior is at the rail. He's third last. Second last is Causalistic, and Mo's Had Enough is unhurried but outkicked as they round the far turn. Graceful Kitten bids to go the distance here. He leads by a length and a half, and he's still confidently handled. Second, St. Benevolence toward the rail and coming on now. Here's the run from Indy Ride, and Jolting Joe's going to follow him and look for racing room. Outside, an Angelus Warrior with Turn on the Magic. They're at the top of the stretch. Graceful Kitten off the turn on top by 2. Indy Ride into the clear. Down the center, Captain D. Jolting Joe at the rail. 1/8 of a mile from home. Light handling for Graceful Kitten, but he's responding, and Graceful Kitten proves he's the real deal with another very impressive display. He wins the Armed Forces by almost 3 in the end. Very close for second. Jolting Joe photos with Captain D, then St. Benevolence and Indy Ride. 135-4.
Number 9, Graceful Kitten, scores and gets its second consecutive stakes victory. This is a nice horse, may go to the Breeders' Cup. Paid $5.60 to win, owned by Super Stable, trained by Amador Sanchez, and ridden to victory today by Hector Barrios. The 9th race, a 5.5 furlong sprint. These are maiden fillies, 2-year-olds. Scratch the number 1 horse, Magic Flash.
And they're off. Go Gator Girl Go away quickly, but there goes Big Affair on to take over, and Big Affair leads a half a length early on. From the outside, that's All About the Drama, who now moves to take second outside, and Go Gator Girl Go. 3 across the course early. Up on the 4th is Infinity Powers, I Win, on her outside, and Judy's tapping toward the rail, Romantic Tale. Mid-flight, Lola Wants with Eris Indy, purple colors about 6 lengths behind. It's a length and a half then to Glory Dia, ahead of Kisses for Tizzy, who's dropped 10 lengths off the pace, and Better With Age is last. Around the far turn they go. Big Affair has a tussle with Go Gator Girl Go. They're up front, and they're 2 lengths better than a driven Judy's Tappin'. All About the Drama retreats to be 4th. Passed now by Infinity Powers, I Win. Eris Indy winds it up from the back, and Big Affair cuts the corner and now maintains a sizable lead. Big Affair now by 4. Go Gator Girl Go is second. Eris Indy on the outside, and a late run from Glory Dia. Glory Dia with a shot for a slice at a big number, but nobody's beating Big Affair. Big Affair for Alex and Joanne Liblong, the daughter of the Big Beast, wins by 5. Eris Indy up for second. Third was Glory Dia. 4th, Go Gator Girl Go, and 105 flat.
Number 4, Big Affair, closes big, looks very impressive, crossing the wire, owned by Alex and Joanne Liblong. their second victory on the card, trained by David Fawkes. His second win on the card, ridden to victory today by Jairo Rondon. The 10th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. It's the Mr. Steel, $75,000 guaranteed. Scratch the 1. Driven by Thunder and scratch the 5. Golden Decision.
And they're off in the Mr. Steel. Cheyenne's Colonel, one of the first to break the line. Forever Mo being ridden for forward position. Marshall-Eddy away in the top flight. He'll land third. From the top shelf, here's Swagger Jagger angling over. Down at the rail goes DeRocher. In between horses, it's Second Mate. Out the back door are Grand Journey and Ambassador Jim with Kublago at the fence. Around the first turn they go. Long shot Cheyenne's Colonel with the lead a half a length. 3 wide Swagger Jagger, Forever Mo from between horses. Marshall-Eddy backs off to be 4th, racing ahead of Second Mate in 5th. Then it's DeRocher in 6th. Ambassador Jim is 7th. 8th is Kublago. And 9th and last is Grand Journey. Opening quarter, energetic, 23-1. Down the backstretch they go. Cheyenne's Colonel in front to half a length, pushed along every step by Forever Mo in 2nd. Down at the inside, Marshall-Eddy is joined 3rd alongside Swagger Jagger, then Ambassador Jim. Next at the rail goes DeRocher. Second Mate looks for racing room between horses. Grand Journey gets started while 3 wide, and the trailer is Kublago. Separated by 5 lengths in the swing to the far turn. The advantage still belongs to Cheyenne's Colonel by a neck. Forever Mo on the outside is there, 2nd. Marshall-Eddy is 3rd with a good trip. Ambassador Jim covering ground. Not as much ground as Grand Journey, though. The favorite has to go 5 deep. Sliding through inside is DeRocher with a 1/4 mile left to go. Forever Mo on the outside. Cheyenne's Colonel boxing on toward the rail. Trying to get through between is DeRocher. Down the center, Grand Journey with Marshall-Eddy. 1/8 of a mile to go. Still many chances here. Grand Journey and Marshall-Eddy surging up on the outside. Second Mate is loose and charging. Marshall-Eddy hits the front. Can he hold off Grand Journey? It's Marshall-Eddy in the Mr. Steel. Grand Journey turned away 2nd. Second Mate was 3rd. Closer for 4th as DeRocher charged at Cheyenne's Colonel and Forever Mo. 139-4.
Number 6, Marshall-Eddy springs the upset, lights up the tote board and pays $42.60 to win. Trained by Joe Cantonese III, owned by Galen Ho, and ridden to victory by Luca Panici. Nice performance by the number 6. Race number 11, 1 mile and 1/16. It's the 38th running of the Florida Sire Stakes, the My Dear Girl division. $400,000 guaranteed. 12 in the field, no scratches. The off-time favorite, number 7, Cajun Delight.
And they're off in the 2019 My Dear Girl. Beautiful start for 260 from the center of the racetrack. Filly Jean King moves to challenge. Slamming on the brakes was Grand Reserva. The end of 4 wide with Awesome Indra just to her inside. Let's Be Honest is on the far outside, followed by Patty Heaney and Rain, and Bahamian Girl last of all as they charge around the first turn. Up front, 260 and Edgar Zayas dictate the terms. They lead a length and a quarter. Racing second is Filly Jean King. Her stablemate Tara's at the rail in 3rd. Followed 4th by Awesome Indra. Cajun Delight is 5th. On the outside and D end is 6th. Let's Be Honest is 7th. 8th toward the rail and CC Valentina. 9th and unhurried Patty Heaney. 10th toward the inside is Rain. Grand Reserva after early trouble is 11th. And 12th and last is Bohemian Girl. They make their way down the backstretch. They went 23-3 for a quarter. Heading to the first finish line with 260 the target. She leads now 3 parts of a length. Filly Jean King is 2nd. Tara is 3rd. Jimenez has Cajun Delight 4th, and he starts to ask her for a bit more. Awesome Indra driven 5th, not responding. Then Dienda and Let's Be Honest. CC Valentina is down toward the inside while trying to launch her bid. From there it's Patty Heaney and Grand Reserva. Rain still 11th, and still 12th and last is Bahamian Girl, and they haven't reeled in 260. Less than 5/16 to go, and 260 has them on the ropes here. She leads by 2.5 over a driven Filly Jean King 2nd. 4 back to CC Valentina, who finds her best stride and comes on next. Less than a 1/4 mile to go. Zaya is shaking the reins at 260. She's off the turn with a 4-length lead. Filly Jean King is 2nd. CC Valentina down the stand side, but they've run out of time to catch this talented daughter of Uncaptured. It's 260 with a gate-to-wire route in the My Dear Girl. Wrapped up, posing for the picture, and 5 on top. Filly Jean King was 2nd. CC Valentina 3rd. Tara ran 4th in 144-2.
Number 5, 260. What a nice race by this horse. Pays $12.60 to win. Owned by Gary Barber, trained by Mark Cassie, and ridden to victory today by Edgard Zayas. The 12th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. This is the $75,000 guaranteed to Monroe. Scratch the number 8 horse in here, Una Luna.
Racing in the Monroe Stakes to a clean beginning. Lady Alita shows first and tries to get the early lead. Quarter horsed from the inside is Money Factor, and Money Factor will give no easy lead to a Lady Alita. In fact, Money Factor sprints to the top. Stablemates Great Sister Diane and Lucky Long come away third and fourth. Great Sister Diane 3 wide from the far outside gate. 2 back to American Frolic with Laughter for company toward the inside. Then it's Passion Plus, a length and a half better than Bienville Street, followed next by Enlisting. Moving out the rail, that's Birdie Gold, racing 2.5 clear of an unhurried Nicky's Cause. Back from there is the favorite Hogan's Holiday, third last. Second last is Canty, and the trailer is Ashley's Rose. Down the backstretch they go through a 23-1 rock-solid opening quarter. Money Factor putting up the numbers with a length and a half advantage on Lady Alita second. Lucky Long is third, Great Sister Diane is fourth. 2 back to Laughter and on-rushing fifth, a length and a half clear of American Frolic. Then Bienville Street and Passion Plus. Out wide on the course and Nicky's Cause. Birdie Gold is next ahead of Enlisting, who's dropping back. Moving up is Conti. Hogan's Holiday just tapped on the brakes, while 13th and 14th and last is Ashley's Rose as they round the far turn. 47 seconds for the opening half mile. Lady Alita has now overhauled Money Factor for the top. She has Great Sister Diane for company. Bienville Street swings wide for the drive. She'll have a major say in the outcome, and they're at the top of the stretch. Great Sister Diane has the lead. Down the center, Bienville Street. Lucky Long between horses, then Laughter. Final eighth of a mile. Bienville Street has the leader in her crosshairs, but time is ticking away. It's still on top. Great Sister Diane. Time has run out to get her. Great Sister Diane springs the upset to beat Bienville Street, who was second. Lady Alita was third. Photo for fourth involves Lucky Long or Passion Plus in 139 and 4.
Number 15, Great Sister Diane, springs the upset in the 12th race, owned by Robert Stack, trained by Rowan Crichton, ridden by Miguel Vasquez. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our feature race of the afternoon, the in-reality division of the Florida Sire Stakes.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Our 13th race, the 38th running of the Florida Sire Stakes, the in-reality division, $400,000 guaranteed. 10 go to the posting of time favorite, number 3, Chance It.
And they're off in the in-reality. It was a smooth beginning for Jansen, and Gaffleon's going to put Jansen right into play early. From the far outside, Poe has speed, and in between horses, Chivalry. Moving down toward the inside, that Smash Factor with Nana Cub toward the rail. Out the back door early is Wilshire Diamond. In the charge around the first turn, Smash Factor has rail position and the lead. Jansen taken in hand. He's under a long rein while second, ahead of Chivalry and Nana Cub, who's toward the rail. Rosas Way is next. Liam's Lucky Charm is in that cluster, trying to secure racing room with Poe on the outside. Rebelde saves ground toward the inside. He's only 4 lengths behind. The 2 at the back are Genghis and Wilshire Diamond. The opening quarter complete in 23 and 3. It's a sensible pace being put up by Smash Factor. He leads the way 3 parts of a length. Chance It racing from second. Liam's Lucky Charm in stride with an outside running Chivalry down at the inside, and Nana Cub from between horses, and poking through there is Poe. A length and a half to Genghis, then Rebelde ahead of Wilshire Diamond. Rosa's Way is last. Inside half a mile to go, and the leader still Smash Factor. He's in front to half a length. The talented Colt Chance It moves up alongside now second. Driven in third is Poe. Down inside fourth, Liam's Lucky Charm. Next is Genghis, followed by Rebelde. Chivalry calls it an afternoon, and they round the far turn. Gaffleon hasn't released the brakes on Chance It, and he moves to a clear lead. Smash Factor is all in. Liam's Lucky Charm not making much of an impact with less than a quarter of a mile to go. It's Chance It's race to win or lose. He's off the turn with a 5-length lead now. Smash Factor is flat to the board, second down the center. Poe with Liam's Lucky Charm. But let there be no doubt who's best. The In Reality goes to Chance It. Chance It wrapped up, geared down, and 6 on top. Second, Smash Factor, Liam's Lucky Charm third. Then Poe and Chivalry, followed by Rebelde, Genghis, Rosa's Way, and Nanacub. Wilshire Diamond completes the field in 1:44 and 1.
Wow, what a performance by number 3, Chance. It proves much the best in the In Reality, owned by Shooting Star Thoroughbreds LLC, trained by Safi Joseph Jr. and ridden to victory today by Tyler Gaffleone. The 14th race, 7 1/2 furlongs. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and upwards. Scratch the 8, the 14, the 15, and number 16.
And they're off in the finale. Giant's Voice gets the first call from in between the horses. Completely a bonkers flashes early as speed with Iero Calado as they race on to the first turn. Abbott is caught wide around that first turn with the Giant's Voice, but coming away with the lead is the Queen's Jewels. And the Queen's Jewels is on top by a length and a quarter. Abbott caught in between horses around the first turn, 3 wide for Giant's Voice, about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then we come back to Iero Calado is being wrestled back into a fourth. Fifth to the outside is the Dow. Then we come back to Completely Bonkers. In between horses is Karen's Cove. 3 wide to the outside is Wigwam Summers. They race up the back stretch. Billy Big is next. Then we come back to Son of Oahu. From there is Grand Tupoy, and the back marker is Big Money Machine. Opening quarter, 23.37 seconds. And it's the Queen's Jewels on top. The lead is less than a length. Abbott inching closer on the outside, racing in second. Giant's Voice is in with a bid there on the outside third. The Dow about 5.5 lengths off the lead from fourth, was just passed up the inside by Completely Bonkers. Karen's Cove is trying to get into it. On the outside is Billy Big. From there is Son of Oahu. As they make their run to the top of the stretch, it's the Queen's Jewels who will turn first. The Queen's Jewels is on top by a half a length. Abbott inching closer, forwardly placed on the outside. Trying to come on is Completely Bonkers on the outside. And Completely Bonkers is going to try to get to the Queen's Jewels. The Queen's Jewels is on top. Completely Bonkers is charging on the outside. And Completely Bonkers will take the nightcap. The Queen's Jewels held on for second. From there was Abbott up the inside. Son of Oahu. 128.68.
And that's it. Congratulations to all the winners on today's card. Do know tomorrow going forward is closing day of the summer meet, and with that in mind comes a mandatory payout, a force out, if you will, in the Rainbow Six, late pick 5, and late pick 4. We run 11, some giant fields, in fact, scattered throughout the Sunday program. Hope you can join us, and if you're planning on playing, start studying up some challenging races on closing day, Sunday, September 29th.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.